Away and running at the fairgrounds. Harbor Night broke well. Musada flashing speed on the outside. Semi-Charmed Life in the green cap as High Ridge gets position as they enter the clubhouse turn with Emmanuel Nieves. It's Musada who's made the front from Semi-Charmed Life with Harbor Night tucked in toward the rail in third. High Ridge in fourth. My Guitar is fifth. Sir Pokerface in sixth. And from here, 6 furlongs from the first line finish. And after a couple of furlongs with Jose Riquelme, Tindalay trails the mile here in the Thursday opener. The first 2 of 8 furlongs for front-running Musada. In 24.19 seconds, Musada leads with a run to the half-mile pole from Semi-Charmed Life, with Harbor Night in third. High Ridge is fourth, then My Guitar from Sir Pokerface, and Tindalay remains last. The half-mile for Musada in 47.85 seconds. They head toward the far turn. Musada continues to dictate terms to Semi-Charmed Life, who remains in the pursuer's role for Aubrey Green. Harbor Night stays in third, with High Ridge fourth on the outside. My Guitar is 7th from the front. As these Louisiana breds come into this final quarter of a mile, Sir Pokerface is wide and Tindalay is last. After 3 quarters, as they swing for the short stretch in 1 minute 13.07 seconds, it's Musada. Musada leads for home. Here's Harbor Night's bid now for Jareth Ludberry to hit the front, and My Guitar angles out, brushes with High Ridge. Sir Pokerface on the outside. A 16th left. It's Harbor Night, Musada, My Guitar. On the outside, Sir Pokerface, then High Ridge, Harbor Night. Harbor Night to win it from My Guitar. Musada third, and Sir Pokerface finished fourth. Seconds of the day all in. And they're off. CC's Freedom. Vicious Velma holds the rail to just lead them for Mitchell Morrill, and CC's Cowgirl in the black cap. Tethered starts her bid as they enter the clubhouse turn. It's Vicious Velma. Vicious Velma out in front of CC's Cowgirl. Vales and Vows in the green cap is right at the leader's heels, and Tethered fourth on the outside at the 6.5. And then comes CC's Freedom, making her 18th run, and the red cap held up in 5th. We trail back to Dress to Impress and La Danta. The first quarter, 24.58 seconds, making this run up the backstretch with Mitchell Morrill. The favorite leads, it's Vicious Velma, who dictates the field from CC's Cowgirl, kept close by Emmanuel Nieves. Vales and Vows against the rail, with on the outside Tethered, and CC's Freedom in a tight spot, 5th between horses. Vicious Velma to a half mile from home. Dress to Impress and wide. La Danta is 7th and last. The half mile for Vicious Velma. 49.15 seconds, a 2-5 frontrunner. It's Vicious Velma who leads around the far turn from Tethered, who's raced wide, but just up into second. Vales and Vows. CC's Cowgirl, Dressed to Impress in the white cap, starts her move on the far outside. Then toward the rail, CC's Freedom, and La Danta is last. As these maiden fillies and mares come past the quarter pole, and Vales and Vows scoots through now for Renee Diaz to fight the favorite. After 3 quarters, in 1 minute 14.92 seconds, Vales and Vows reaching out. Vicious Velma is battling for the final 16th, with CC's Freedom now third. Dressed to Impress is fourth. It's Vales and Vows. Vales and Vows from Vicious Velma. Vales and Vows, a bridesmaid no more. One going away from Vicious Velma. CC's Freedom third, and Dressed to Impress finished fourth. And they're off. Superfire barrels out of there. Queen Cordelia in the hunter green cap. Marcherie up on the far outside with Diamond Indy Skies in the black cap part of the pursuit. Nearest the inside, dial it up a notch. Now the newcomer, Sweet Truffles, moves up between horses, and while settled, Trafalgar Shore trails the maiden fillies and mare sprint heading toward the half mile. And it's Queen Cordelia, who's now taken the lead for Emmanuel Nieves. Queen Cordelia generates the pace from sharp starting Superfire and Diamond Indy Skies. As they round the far turn, the quarter was 22.63 seconds. 3 furlongs from home. The American Pharaoh filly in front. Queen Cordelia leads. Diamond Indy Skies by 3 coming toward the quarter pole. Marcherie is wide. Superfire fourth. Sweet Truffles in 5th. Trafalgar Shore looks to unwind on the far outside, and toward the inside is Dial It Up a Notch. Top of the lane, half mile for Queen Cordelia in 46.45 seconds, but now they're deep in the final furlong and a half. It's Queen Cordelia who leads by 3 from her charging Diamond Indy Skies. Ma Cherie, here she comes with her late challenge, and on the outside, Sweet Truffles. They're close to home with Brienne Culp. It's Ma Cherie, 17-1 in front from Diamond Indy Skies. Then Sweet Truffles from Dial It Up a Notch and Queen Cordelia. They're off. Even start. There's Moment, who strides out. C.S. Goya, Redo with an early bid, and the gray Land of the Pharaohs also prominent as they enter the clubhouse turn. It's Moment. So Moment has taken the lead for Gabriel Saez with 7 furlongs to run as Redo strides up into second, C.S. Goya in third as they go to the back of the track. Land of the Pharaohs running fourth. It's a break of 3 then to Jurisdiction in fifth with 6 furlongs to go. Woman with a Book. Toward the inside is October Surprise. East Side Boy is running second to last and Full of Run Trails in ninth position. The quarter was 24.48 seconds. Going up the backstretch, it's Moment as Juan Vargas keeps Redo close. Moment and Redo neck and neck. Land of the Pharaohs nestled in toward the rail with C.S. Goya fourth on the outside by 5. Woman with a Book joins Jurisdiction toward the rail. As they head to the far turn, East Side Boy, October Surprise, the trailer remains at 25-1 Full of Run. Half mile in 47.85 seconds, so they round the far turn. Short lead still for Moment from Redo as C.S. Goya launches a bid now for Deshaun Parker. Here's C.S. Goya making a move. And Land of the Pharaohs just spying away through for Jareth Loveberry as they come past the quarter pole. Woman with a Book fifth. 3/4 in 1 minute 12.72 seconds. C.S. Goya has taken a short lead from Moment, who's in for the battle. 1 furlong to go. Land of the Pharaohs charging hard. Redo is dropped back. Woman with a Book is now fourth. They come past the 16th. It's Land of the Pharaohs for Jareth Loveberry. Land of the Pharaohs has done it. Moment repelled C.S. Goya for second. Woman. They're off. A.K.A. Grams was quick out of there. Mama Sophia. And there's Summon Up for James Graham. Summon Up sped to the lead. From sharp starting A.K.A. Grams, Shonuff is right there in between horses to just gain second here for the first furlong and a half. Box of Pictures fanned wide. The yellow blinkers of Mama Sophia. And toward the inside is Velvet Knight in a tight spot sixth as they go toward the far turn. Then a break of 6 more lengths to Goodnight Gracie, who's second to last and beaten for speed at 13-1. Miss Underrated Trails, the State Bred Sprint. The quarter was 21.83 seconds. 3 furlongs from home for Summon Up. Summon Up tracked by A.K.A. Grams. Box of Pictures, Mama Sophia. Shonuff is dropped back after showing brief speed. Miss Underrated on the far outside. Goodnight Gracie and Velvet Knight. It's Summon Up first to face the St. Patrick's Day crowd. Half mile in 45.68 seconds. The favorite leads 4-5 Summon Up. Coming down to the final furlong. Summon Up leads by 5 from A.K.A. Grams, who's joined by Miss Underrated, who's running on. Goodnight Gracie, Mama Sophia, Velvet Knight, and Box of Pictures has dropped back but close to home, pouring it on. Summon Up, the favorite, obliges. Wins by a half dozen lengths from Miss Underrated. A.K.A. Grams third, and Goodnight Gracie finished fourth. And they're off. Double the Cause, Honorary Guest, Freeze the Day Taken Back, Turf Dancer with the black cap, and the newcomer, Valiant Mini Star, with an early bid as they make their way toward the clubhouse turn. It's Double the Cause who just leads them for Brienne Culp. Right up there is Valiant Mini Star. Saving ground is Honorary Guest. Freeze the Day, the gray is a bit rank as they're being led out to the stretch by Double the Cause. On the outside is Turf Dancer. I Got Wings the Rail. Plants and Birds in between horses. And out deep on the course, Junie Trails, the maiden fillies mare Turf as they go to the back. Smooth sailing out in front here for Double the Cause, who leads Valiant Mini Star at the 5.5. Mitchell Merle in the race favorite. Honorary Guest Black Colors with a cherry cap settled along in third and near the front. Turf Dancers in fourth for the run to the half-mile pole. I Got Wings, Freeze the Day, Wide Plants and Birds, and Junie is a remote last. The opening quarter in 24.57 seconds, half mile in 52.22. They leave the half-mile pole behind. Dove of the Cause continues to lead as a 42-1 target from Valiant Mini Star Honorary Guest. Turf Dancer in this leading quartet, but now with 3 furlongs to go. Plants and Birds is 5th, some 5 lengths off these leaders. And then I Got Wings frees the day in between horses, and Junie remains the distant trailer coming toward the quarter pole. Valiant Mini Star, Double the Cause, the rail. As they straighten for home, they're joined by Turf Dancer. Plants and Birds unwinds on the far outside. Frees the day, Honorary Guest toward the inside, looking for some space. I Got Wings drop back. Here comes on the outside Plants and Birds, who's let down now for this final furlong to take the lead. Between horses, Turf Dancer, Honorary Guest moves through with Between Horses, frees the day. They're close to home. Plants and Birds, Honorary Guest, the rail. Honorary Guest and Plants and Birds. Photo, there's little in that. Frees the Day was 3rd. Honorary Guest, Plants and Birds hit the wire together. They're off. Racing 1 mile. And there's Outlier. Invisible War with the white and orange blocks toward the inside. American Smooth, Soul Coaxing with a move in between horses with Perfect Cut, and Hornswoggle has dropped back to last as they round the clubhouse turn with Gabriel Saez. It's Outlier who's the overall leader as Jareth Ludbury keeps Invisible War close, 6 furlongs from home. Perfect Cut, American Smooth, Soul Coaxing held up, tight 5th in between horses as they go to the back of the track, and Hornswoggle trails after a couple of furlongs in 24.64 seconds, making this run up the backstretch. It's Outlier. Outlier leads here by a half to 3/4 to Invisible War, with Soul Coaxing now looking to gain in between horses with Perfect Cut on the outside. Then toward the rail, American Smooth looks to make progress now with inside a half mile to run and still 5 more lengths astern to Hornswoggle. Half mile in 48.10 seconds. They enter the far turn. It's Outlier's lead. Invisible War is right there. Perfect Cut now strides up for Marcelino Pedrosa Jr. with Soul Coaxing toward the inside. A 1/4 mile to go. American Smooth, Hornswoggle. Here comes Perfect Cut's bid. Perfect Cut to take on Outlier. Invisible War straightens for the short stretch in 3rd. Then Soul Coaxing, American Smooth, Hornswoggle. Here they come. 3/4 went in a flat 1:12. It's Outlier toward the inside, who's dug his heels in for Gabe Saez, a 16th out. Perfect Cut needs the lift. Invisible War charging hard on the outside. Soul Coaxing, American Smooth. It's Outlier. Outlier, here it is. Outlier. Outlier on the first wire. Invisible War was 2nd. Perfect Cut 3rd. Soul Coaxing, American Smooth, Hornswoggle. They're off and sprinting. Levy Proud and 21 and Change both broke sharp. Nearest the inside is Mahoney Road, who's right there well spotted. It's 21 and Change. So 21 and Change going for a lightning attack and leads. Sharp starting Levy Proud, Mahoney Road, the rail. The newcomer Evan Singh is vying for 4th with Tempo Madness as they go past the half mile. IDK is some 8 from the lead. Art Heist is running 2nd to last, and at long odds, Smooth Custom has dropped back to last. The quarter 22.82 seconds, but now with inside 3 furlongs to go. And the leader here is 21 and Change from Levy Proud by a couple of lengths as these maiden 3-year-olds come toward the quarter pole. Mahoney Road. On the outside is Evan Singh, who's now launching a bid as they straighten away. Tempo Bandits toward the inside. For outside, IDK, Art Heist, and Smooth Custom has been outrun with 1 furlong to go. Here's Evan Singh. Evan Singh strikes the front. Short lead from 21 and Change as Mahoney Road looks to move up now, but it's Evan Singh who has the advantage for Colby Hernandez from a switched out Mahoney Road. 21 Change the rail. Evan Singh first up on debut. 21 and Change repel Mahoney Road. Then Tempo Madness, IDK, Art Heist. We trail back to Levy Proud and Smooth Custom. All in line. And they're off. Well, terrible starts there for Just a Buster, and Big Merrill really botched the break. Maybe an inquiry into that start. Just a Buster and Big Merrill really was awkwardly away. Better start for the newcomer Graded Vision, who's challenged on the outside by Custom Prayer. Toward the inside is Mr. Alvin, heading toward the half-mile pole. He's a sexy Zong, a close 4th. Iron Fortune is bearing out in 5th. at the 3.5. Then comes Permanent Detention. We trail back to Catch and Drama with Just a Buster trying to overcome a very poor start. And let's see, Big Merrill, another who is awkwardly away, is well back and being pulled up. Quarter 22.01 seconds coming toward the quarter pole. Toward the inside, Graded Vision with Just a Prayer now, sweeping for Jose Riquelme as these maidens turn for home. Half mile 45.41 seconds. Custom Prayers nosed in front. Graded Vision toward the inside with 1 furlong to go. Mr. Elvin slightly shifts off his line. Then Permanent Detention. He's a sexy zombie and Catch and Drama. They come past the 16th, and Graded Vision has dug his heels in for Mitchell Murrell. On debut, Graded Vision, Custom Prayer, newcomers 1-2. Mr. Elvin third, Permanent Detention finished fourth.